What if I told you your thoughts are making you fat? Do you know the best time to eat a donut? Right after your workout, baby. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Omega. I am an exercise physiologist. Let's get to talking about something super amazing and yummy, and that is nothing other but carbs. So first, what is a carb? I once heard that carbs were these tiny little creatures that live in your closet and stitch your clothes tighter and tighter each night. But no, they're actually a micronutrient that provide energy, sustenance, and in some cases, comfort. Carbohydrate often gets a bad rap because of the simple fact that it's overconsumed, therefore overproduced, and by demand, overprocessed. But I'm here to give you the good tidings of great joy. Carbs are not bad. Carbs are not bad. In this video, I'm going to share with you 1, what carbs do in the body, 2, how to work with carbs to maximize their impact with exercise, and 3, share the most satisfying and nutrient-dense carbs for you to have. Plus, if you stick until the end of this video, I'm going to share a mindset trick that you can use so that you never feel like you need to cheat on your diet again. You might be surprised to hear me say that I am not into carb shaming, carb restriction, or that I'm even here to tell you to stay away from over-processed carbs. Carbs can actually be really helpful for you. So let's start off here. And this might be new to some of you, and for others, this might be old news. And it's this. Carbs are rated on a glycemic scale of 1 to 100. Something like rice, bread, and pasta are higher on the scale, and when a carbohydrate is higher on the scale, it usually just takes more insulin to metabolize that carbohydrate, meaning that food high in sugar is going to have more of a glycemic impact. These carbohydrates are usually labeled as bad carbs. Think candy, donuts, my fave, and cereal. And candy, donuts, and cereal, they all have their place in our lives. Everything in moderation, which brings me to my next point. These bad carbs can be useful at times. For instance, after a workout, these bad carbs can be extremely helpful at replenishing your muscle tissue, and it works like this. During a hard hit workout, your muscle uses stored sugar to help you work. Naturally, after a HIIT workout, your muscle is asking for more sugar because, as I stated in this video, a HIIT workout doesn't use fat for energy. A HIIT workout uses sugar for energy and fat after the workout. If you want to watch that video, click here. There's a video link in the description below too. Anyway, after a workout, these little muscle receptors seek sugar to replace that stored muscle sugar after a workout. So this is the time to consume simple sugar because your body actually uses this sugar to do exactly what I just said, to replace that stored muscle sugar or glycogen. So after a workout is the best time to have that tasty treat that you've been dying for. Lastly, foods high in nutrients are going to trump foods with a low nutrient density. Sprouted grains, seeds, and legumes are great sources of high fiber, low sugar, phytonutrient dense carbs that have a minimal glycemic impact. That means that when you're consuming these carbs, your blood sugar will rise slowly. These kinds of carbs are often referred to as slow carbs. Slow carbs like beans, sprouts, squash, and lesser known potatoes like purple potatoes are the yummiest way to get good carbohydrates that are nutrient dense, delicious, and satisfying. In fact, I'll link to a very yummy spaghetti squash recipe in the comments below. And these are the types of foods that deliver nutrients and that aren't extremely processed and are arguably more sustainable than sources of whole grains. And I challenge you, if you haven't already, to incorporate 1 meal a week with just the foods that I mentioned, whether it be sprouted grains, seeds, legumes, beans, squash, or the lesser known potatoes. So now for the mindset part of all of this. I am a big believer in the fact that food is what you make it. If you feel or think that food is bad and eat it with a negative mindset, the food isn't going to do you any favors. However, if you eat food, in this case, yummy carbs, bad carbs, with the idea mindset that is actually good and helpful for you, or you're taking the time to enjoy or celebrate it, chances are you are going to alchemize and metabolize the food a lot better. Food is bad when you think it's bad. Food is bad when you think it's bad. And here's how that works physiologically. When you eat food in a stressed out state, like this food is bad for me, or this is a cheat, or I should be eating this, your body creates a stress hormone cortisol. That cortisol makes food really, really, really hard to digest by challenging the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve runs from your brain, where you have the negative or positive thoughts about your food, to your tummy, where you digest all the food. When the vagus nerve loses its integrity, food becomes harder to digest, you become more inflamed, you get bloated, and then you think the food is making you fat because you're bloated. What if I told you your thoughts are making you fat? Then what? All this to say, carbs aren't bad, and carbs don't make you fat. Harness your physiology to get carbs working for you, like a HIIT workout. Eat your carbs when you are relaxed. Be grateful for the sweet treats you get to eat, and you will surely enjoy your food and your body more. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you got something out of this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure to click that bell below to get notifications on when the next video is coming out. See y'all next week.